Good morning, everybody. Simon Holden here for Holden's Horses on Ebor Day, the final day of the 4-day Ebor Festival. We're going to have a crack at the biggie. We did it this year. I aim to do it again, or have a horse run an absolutely monster race, but we'll come to that soon. Yesterday on here, after a big 6-1 winning day with Harrow, we followed up yesterday with Golden Duke, who won at a massive 11-4. I thought the horse was going to be smashed into about even money. Faye McManaman had a little bit of trouble settling the horse early on, but won very, very comfortably. And again, made a mockery of that handicap mark. So absolutely fabulous. Give me the old thumbs up for that one. So two big winning days on here. Lusail, the Hannon Hot Pot, easily won yesterday. Stradivarius won. We rolled on. And the final day, come and join me for the final day. I'll give the Ebor tip. All the other races will be covered in today's final day race card. Just 5 of your English pounds. Should be good. It's been a great week. Really has been a terrific week here. Seeing people back on race courses, enjoying themselves. Not a mask in sight. So absolutely brilliant. If you have been here, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've watched it on the old Jack and Ellie the telly, I hope you've enjoyed that too. And it should be fantastic. Today is a superb card. It's not about just the Ebor, the pinnacle of the whole meeting, but you've got the Melrose. You've just got some cracking handicaps as well. And a big shout out to Tim Easterby winning the Group 1 with Winter Power, and that silly Wesley Ward, who comes over and says he's going to win easy and he's got this fastest horse he's ever had. What a load of rubbish and codswallop. So he was sent packing by the tyke himself, Tim Easterby. And Sylvester de Souza, a Group 1 winner, and a Group 1 winner for Moulton. And I suspect at the old Derwent Arms last night, where are we now? Just coming up to 5-9. I wonder if the party has finished yet. So huge result for Moulton, my beloved Moulton. Huge result to have a Group 1 winner, to have it on the Knavesmire, means Tim Easterby is King of Yorkshire again. And although he's also the top trainer at York this year, and for the town itself to attract owners, to keep it buzzing. It's been a tough time for a lot of people in Moulton the last couple of years. Been a tough time for a lot of people everywhere, but this is a great result. So that was brilliant. And let me tell you, when Chappers was doing his ringmaster speech and he brought Tim Easterby up to collect his prize, that was as big a roar as I've heard on the Knavesmire. Mar's watching. As big a cheer as I have heard on the Knavesmire since the great Henry Cecil collected his prize for Frankel in his final year. It wasn't quite that, but it was the biggest since. So that place was rocking yesterday. And if you're going today, it's going to be mega busy, but it should be fantastic. There's a new area on the track called the County Stand Garden. Do check that out. I think my full-time assistant, the Prof, is probably still in there in the queue for the bar, judging by the state of him yesterday. So do check that out. If you do see the Prof, please do not approach him and offer him more alcohol, because that guy has, well, he's had enough. Right, enough of my discussion time. You are here for an Ebor selection. Last year, we landed a huge gamble on Holden's horses with the sports bar selection on the Friday. I'm sure many of you remember it. And has it really been a year since then? Well, I'm afraid it has. Fujara Prince was that horse. I think we've got on at 6, didn't we? 6-1 on the Friday. Fujara Prince comes here now. He's only a 12-1 shot, has been backed, not without a chance, but has got a lot more weight. And it's a hell of an ass to do it. Now, the word around York all week has been about the significant big money gamble for the William Haggas train, number 6, Hamish. Now, that horse is now best price 6-1. If you'd have told me midweek that horse would be 6-1 clear favourite, I would have said you should go and lie down on the couch and discuss your childhood with somebody. But lo and behold, this is a monster gamble. However, I think it will run well. And I think Fujara Prince will run well. I also like Roberto Escobar, and I think that the old Yukon Glen, who's been a big friend for us at 33s, is a tad overpriced. So what, Mr. H? What are you doing? Where are you going with your selection? Well, let me tell you, folks, we're having a big price gamble today, and I have to say, Sky Bet, any of you can get on with Sky Bet, they are going a fifth the odds, 8 places in the Ebor. 8 places. Well, it's a big field, but 8 places is a lot. So again, Sky Bet, one of these concessions, you might be able to get 1 banana onto 2 bananas or whatever, but take that while you can. That is brilliant. 8 places. I mean, let's be honest, the horse can run bloody rubbish and be 8, can't it? So there you go. Now, there's a horse here that has won over course and distance. There's a horse here who's won impressively here. Will be fine on the ground. I don't think the amount of rain we're going to get is going to turn this soft. The ground has been very, very fast. I think it will probably be good, possibly just on the slow side of good. That should be fine for every horse here today. There should be no excuses for any of them. All horses should be able to go on good ground. Then you get to the extremes where some don't perform. So whatever you fancy, I think should be able to go on this. There is rain forecast, but this ground's been mega quick. They've been course record times. So the horse, without doubt, for me, that just shines out here, that I think will give us a big run for our money and outrun its price, is the David O'Meara trained number 5, Eagles by Day, available at 33 to 1, folks. If you want little short prices, there's plenty of people give you them. But I'm here to give big price gambles, big winners. We've had it 7 to 1. We had a good winning day yesterday. I gave Copper Knight 18 to 1, the very first race of the whole meeting. So I don't shy away from prices in handicaps. It's been Tim Easterby's week, but if David O'Meara can win this with Eagles by Day, I think he's a classy horse. He's only run once this year, and he was 7th of 8 at Goodwood. I don't think the horse performed at Goodwood like it will today at York. I don't think the horse was fully wound up. I know Paddock Pickers said it would definitely need that run looking at it. And I think that if we look back at its course win, if we look at its overall profile as a 5-year-old here, I think 111 is a mark with, it's a high mark, but I think there is some scope in it. And I think this horse has been aimed at this year. I think it's been quietly brought along. I think Goodwood was like the last piece in the jigsaw to get this 100%. They probably wanted the ground to stay good to firm. That's the only one slight negative, but at 33 to 1, I'm quite prepared to accept today's softened ground. And like I say, I think it's going to be good or just on the slow side of good. And I believe at the prices and with these 8 places available and 6 places available, whatever, that we've got to go for a price. We've got to have a go. I do like Yukon Glen, but he's got a hell of a task to give weight to the whole field. I do like Pablo Escobar. There's some other big price ones, but it has to be the David O'Meara trained Eagles by Day. Number 5, as I say, if you can get on with Sky Bet, get them 8 places. Paddy Power and other firms are doing 6 and 5 and whatever. So there's no excuse to not get some generous terms today. It's the Ebor. It's the greatest handicap run anywhere. Forget this Melbourne Cup rubbish. This is the greatest handicap run anywhere. It's certainly Europe's richest handicap. And I believe this is going to be a vintage renewal. And the prize could be staying in Yorkshire. A massive 33 to 1. So have a little each way on that. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to start doing my Sunday review of the week, where there may be a selection for the Sunday, but there'll certainly be some horses to follow that I've seen at the week. There's quite a few horses I've noted here at York this week that I think are ready to win, and I'll highlight where I think they'll go. Some will go to Donny, some will go back to Newmarket. Why I think they maybe didn't win here, and why they might win at another track. So do get the old pen and paper out, and we'll have a weekly review and the Holden's horses to follow, where they might go, what they might need, why you should be backing them next time out. So all part of the fun. Keep it Holden Sources. I hope you've had a great winning week. I hope I've entertained you. The old Hobson's Choice has gone up many, many times. I can't think why, can you? I know my appearance with the hat has caused some humour and the voice loss, but there you go, folks. You set yourself up for these things. I've had a great week. Met up with some fantastic people. Lots of people come over and said hi, which is great. You know, you do this channel for over a year, you're looking into a screen, but to make that connection with people, know that people are enjoying it, that's great for me. And I'll keep coming on here, giving you big price selections, giving you the access to the best services I can. And that's the deal, folks. That really is the deal. So if you want to join me on Card Marker, I would greatly, greatly like to hear from you. It's at the top link. If not, have a great day anyway. You've got the old Ebor gamble. Fingers crossed it stays in Yorkshire. Fingers crossed I've got the right one. I certainly did last year. This year I'm going for a much bigger price. Keep it there and enjoy yourselves.